Bonjour tout le monde. I want to begin by recognizing that a lot of people have now been stuck at home for a week or more because of COVID-19. If that's starting to take a toll, it's understandable. But we can't afford to stop now. I want to be clear. Social distancing, physical distancing, is the single best way to keep the people around you safe. We've all seen the pictures online of people who seem to think they're invincible. Well, you're not. Enough is enough. Go home and stay home. This is what we all need to be doing. And we're going to make sure this happens, whether by educating people more on the risks or by enforcing the rules, if that's needed. Nothing that could help is off the table.
You know, we've seen people at beaches, we've seen people out on trails clustered together, we've seen people out at large parties together. Do you think it's just a question of people not getting the message? Because you're talking a lot about messaging today.
I think people need to get the message that this isn't just about them. This is about their neighbors. This is about vulnerable seniors. This is about health workers who are on the front lines trying to keep us all safe. Canadians can and must do their part to keep us all safe. When we see images of people out enjoying the sunshine in large groups, that is extremely concerning because they are not just putting themselves at risk, they are putting everyone else at risk. We need to slow and stop the spread of this virus if we are going to come through this strongly as a country without losing too many of our loved ones. Every single Canadian has a responsibility to engage in keeping their distance, in staying home whatever possible, and ensuring that those who have to go out for essential services and to keep us healthy and alive and fed are not at risk themselves.
Are you mad to a certain extent to see Canadians reacting like this? It is frustrating for many Canadians to stay at home and see others are not following the protocols or directives, and it is frustrating for many people who see that some people don't follow.
Frustrating for a lot of people who are listening to medical advice and staying home for their safety, to watch other people out there putting not just themselves at risk, but everyone who is staying home at risk as well.
Le Devoir. Yes, good morning, Mr. Trudeau. I'd like to come back to your stay at your secondary residence at Harrington Lake. For many weeks, the authorities have been saying not to go to cottages, and there are even border controls in place between Ottawa and Gatineau. So why, in the case of your family, was it okay for you to do that? I announced last week that after 3 weeks of working here and my family being at Harrington Lake, that I would spend Easter with them, and that's what I did. But we continue to follow all the authorities' recommendations.
Mentioned last week in my presentation, after 3 weeks of my family living up at Harrington and me working here, I went to join them for Easter. We continue to follow all the instructions from public health authorities.
Merci. Question de suivi, Hélène?
Mais oui, avez-vous eu une
Yes,
indication?
but were you told that it was okay? Because this is the question that people are asking themselves on social media. Why was it okay for you? Why was it okay for you to go and see your family at the cottage? Well, my family has been living there for 3 weeks. That's where my wife and my children are at this time. And as I announced last week, I went to spend Easter with them.
Thank you. Merci.
Wash our hands often to our elbows. These are the things we know. We know. If people want to wear a mask, that is okay. These are the things we know. To prevent you from speaking moistly. Speaking moistly. Keep 2 meters apart. Speaking moistly. Speaking moistly. Keep 2 meters apart. Speaking moistly. I'm not a medical expert. These are the things we know. Keep 2 meters apart. What I have heard from medical experts, these are the things we know that prevent you from speaking moistly. Speaking moistly. Keep 2 meters apart. 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 Speaking moistly. Oh, what a terrible image.